alright. I'm coming. Hey, buddy. We're closed. Alright. I don't know what's so hard to read. The sign says our hours. Can I get you a seat?
I'll find a seat myself.
Alright, you do that, I guess. I can make one more beer. It won't hurt. So what'll it be? Blue Moon? Sam Adams? Whiskey?
I'll take a whiskey. I need something to spice up my day.
One whiskey. Coming up, my friend. I guess you gotta take that mask off now, right? Unless it retracts. The whoosh.
Listen, buddy, I got boys outside this joint with snipers pointing right at your freaking head, so I suggest you shut up and knock it off!
Alright, just have your drink and continue your business.
Gladly.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing at all.
Please, I have a wife and kids.
It's nothing personal at all, but I'd say this shot will be the one to spice up my day.
Today, a tragedy has recently been reported in a local bar. 37-year-old Alec Relic has recently been shot in the process of a robbery. We still have little information as what happened at this time, but the NYPD has its youngest perfect case record detective on the scene of the incident. We here at the news station are all wondering where the detective is and how he is going to proceed with the case.
Come in.
Hytridge, a man with your reputation must know that you cannot be 25 minutes late.
I'm sorry. My wife, she's been pregnant. We're expecting a baby in about 4 to 5 months. I gotta give her all the attention she needs because she really does deserve it.
Listen, as a commissioner of the NYPD, there's one thing I've learned, and it's the most important I've learned throughout the years, and it's that you must take the job seriously, no matter what.
Yeah, I completely understand. I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Alright, good. Last night, there was a shooting at a bar. His name was Alec Relic. It appears he was assassinated by a man wearing a skeleton mask.
Skeleton mask? Is this what the media's been talking about, with all these hits and robberies along Manhattan?
We're unsure, but it might be connected. You're gonna have to go to Alec's bar tonight and find out what's been going on. You must investigate and try to find any clues.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
It's fine. It seems like you have a good reputation. Just don't let me down, kid. Alright. Here it is. Good luck. What is it, Jan?
Commissioner Timmon, there's a man here to see you. He says he wants to speak with you about some details on the Alec Relic case.
Okay, send him in. Have a seat.
I'm fine standing.
Is that something you found at the crime scene, or is that yours?
You have been selected. Are you ready to view the terms?
What the hell are you talking about? What terms?
Have you noticed the pattern? A new robbery in Manhattan every week. Thousands of dollars pinpointed. I'm here to tell you that the Alec Relic case wasn't just a random hit. It's all connected.
Where did you get all this information?
The man who killed Relic is Operative 117. I just happen to be Operative 96. Are you ready to comply with the terms?
So you're telling me you're connected to all these hits and robberies?
That is not why I'm here.
Alright, I've had enough. You have the right to...
I suggest we talk this out before I shed more light on the subject. The real reason I am here is for you.
I'm the law enforcement. What makes you think I want to join a little band of freaks?
In front of me, I see the eyes of a man who's had a bad rap his entire life. A man who tries to help civilians but doesn't get any respect or gratitude in return. I know the position you're in right now is barely enough to even live in an apartment out here.
What good is it to you?
You have something that could keep our entire operation running for decades.
And what could I have?
For God's sakes, you're the commissioner of the NYPD. If anybody can cover up a massive organization, it would be you.
Whose authority are you in?
Alex Sandell. He is currently the head leader of our organization, but that could quickly change if you accept our offer.
Are you promoting me to a head position? I haven't agreed to any of this.
Your subconscious is telling you to agree. Trust me, you do not want to decline this.
What's the name of your organization?
Scarrow. Our motives are to bring forth equality, no matter what it takes.
I don't know what to say.
It's all up to you, Commissioner. If you are truly unhappy with your position of pay and class, then you are the perfect candidate.
Can I call this Indel guy and state my needs?
Memorize this number. I just have one final request. Fire that new detective, William Hydrich. He seems like he'd catch on very easily to what we're doing with his perfect case record and all.
Alright, I'm sorry, Chief. I got a little sidetracked and ended up doing a little more than I was supposed to do.
What do you mean? I strictly told you not to.
I know. Okay, just hear me out. First, I started with the bullet casing. There's only one gun shop in Manhattan that sells those casings. So I went to go speak to the guy at the gun shop. His name's Randy. And together we traced back the buyer of those casings to a man named Alex Indell. Okay, so second off, I found rubble at the shooting site, and I immediately figured out that it was carbon fiber. And that carbon fiber, believe it or not, there's only one type of skeleton mask that's made from carbon fiber. And I'm assuming that's what that rubble was.
Well, Hydrich, that's great. You are good.
You could just call me Will. Should I trace back the buyers of those masks, Chief?
Fire that new detective, William Hydrich.
I'm genuinely impressed with your interesting tactics and approach to all this, but I just don't know if it's gonna work out.
Well, I can navigate the buyers based on the...
No, not the case. You.
Sir, I was top of my class in Boston. It's been a dream of mine to be in a top-tier detectives unit for my entire life.
I admire your goals and aspirations, but you're just not a good fit over here. You show up almost 30 minutes late. Your excuse is you're helping your wife. You come in the STAM office every day extremely full of yourself.
I don't understand. I'm qualified.
Qualifications aren't everything. It is how you appear and how you act that determine your position. You're fired.
Please, if the other PDs hear about this, they won't want to take me back.
You should have thought about that. Be careful how you act.
Sir, I have found evidence, and I found...
Zip it! Get out now!
Hi, honey. I'm so glad to hear from you. I got some bad news. I lost my detective job at NYPD. I'm still trying to push forward, don't worry. I'm gonna reach out to any local PDs, see if they'll take me. But the last thing I want you to do is worry.
It's not about that, Will. Our baby. What happens when I go into labor and I have nobody? Will you be back?
Of course I'll be back. I'd do anything to see our baby.
Well, I'll make sure to call every day. Please give updates.
I love you more than anything, Emily. So that's why I'm gonna have to leave. It'll only be for a few weeks, I hope. I just don't want you to have to cover me financially.
I love you, Will. I believe in you.
Thanks, Emily.
I'm ready for my terms and conditions.
$1. Are you kidding me? $1? I go to sleep and this is all I get? You've got to be joking. The world is screwed up. Maybe I need to write down what I need just so people know. Need money. Simple enough. The people should know. May as well put this on the old bank account. You gotta be kidding me. There's no way that's the new detective. That ass stole my job. Jesus, and I thought I was cocky. Where the hell's he going? I recognize that file. That's the Scarrow file. Please don't go down that street. Please don't go down that street. Shit. Okay. What the hell? This is my old apartment. What is he doing here? Okay. Hi, Rich, come on. Think straight. All you gotta do is knock just to see what he's doing with that Scarrow file. I mean, you got this, you got this. You're the boss. Remember, you're a black belt in karate, so if shit goes sideways, I know what to do.
Go away. I saw you following me home.
Hi, I'd just like to speak with you. I'm a big fan of your work.
Yeah, okay. No one be a fan of me. I'm only a starter in my detective unit.
I heard that you covered some giant cases. I saw that you're starting a new one from across the street.
Alright, Stalker. I'm nowhere on the level the other people in my unit are.
I mean, practice makes perfect. That's my philosophy. I mean, if you put in the work, it'll benefit you in the long run.
Alright, I don't need some random old man telling me how to live my life.
You've got it all wrong. I'm not that curious about your profession. Like, I'm not being a creep. Alright. Last thing that's gonna sound creepy, I saw you walking across the street to this old apartment, and, how do I say this? It just got me wondering, if someone by the name of Emily is still in there? I don't know if that rings a bell or anything, but I'm just wondering if she's in there. Emily Heidrich? Hello?
How the hell do you know Emily?
Wait, you know her? Is she alright? I really have to talk to her.
That's enough!
Emily? Emily! Emily!
You can't just walk around my apartment.
This isn't your apartment. It belongs to Emily Heidrich.
She died.
I'm sorry?
She died 2 years ago in a terrible, terrible car accident. I'm surprised I didn't see you at the wake or the funeral. Who are you?
I was good friends with Emily Heidrich. We knew each other very, very well.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but I have ownership of this apartment now. Emily left it for me when she passed.
Do you mind if I just use the bathroom real quick?
Go ahead.
This is my fault. This is all my fault. I could have had more time with her. I could have had more time.
You all set? I have important work to get to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll be heading out. You know, I had a case like this back in the day. These guys in skeleton masks would go around the streets of Manhattan committing multiple robberies. And it was robbery after robbery, hit after hit. But you know, these kind of cases happen every once in a while, right? I mean, they never got to the bottom of mine, but you seem like you could do it.
Wait. When you say skeleton masks, did you mean more than one? Like a group?
That was what the old report stated. But I doubt they've been running the organization for the past 20 years. I mean, it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. Actually, yeah, it could be possible.
Is the same case you were just talking about? Is there any information you could supply me? And if so, I'll give you something in return.
I want a job back at NYPD. I want you to talk to them about it, and I want health insurance applied with it. Those are my terms, and then I'll give you whatever you need.
That is a little steep, but I think I have some friends who I can talk to get that done.
Then I guess I could supply some past info for you.
Thank you so much. That could increase my rank of the unit.
I guess we both can make a mutual agreement.
When do we start?
I have to get some materials from an old friend. Specifically, my old camera and computer.
You know, you could just use your phone to take pictures, right?
Are those what those things are? Everybody's been walking around with those calculators for the past 10 years.
What? Where have you been for the past 20 years?
It's just 2 decades, but that's besides the point. I need that camera. It's my lucky camera. I mean, I've never done a case without it, so if we're gonna go through with this, I need that camera.
As long as you give me that evidence, we'll be fine.
Everything you need is on that computer.
Who exactly were we going to meet?
Well, I'm gonna meet him. You're gonna stay in the car.
Look, this is my case. I would like at least a little bit of involvement.
It was my case first, Junior.
So let me get this straight. This guy has your old camera and your old computer?
Well, yeah, I sold him to it 20 years ago when I was running a little bit short on money.
Jesus Christ, you're old.
Hey, it's not that bad. I'm just hoping he still has them, because if he doesn't, then I really can't help you at all.
That's a long time. I guarantee you he's sold them.
I doubt it. I've known Larry my whole life, and if there's one thing he's not, it's a salesman.
Then why does he keep a whole bunch of old crap?
I don't want to say he's a hoarder, but he collects a lot of vintage materials and stuff like that.
He's a hoarder.
Alrighty, we're here.
Take this, Will. Get everything off that computer if he still has it.
Alright, what's this, a USB?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, can you leave the keys in the car?
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll go do that.
Go do that.
Oh my god, Larry! I can't believe it's you!
Jesus Christ, is that you? My time's not up yet.
Jesus Christ. No, it's me, Will.
Will who?
Come on, man. Come on, you can't be serious. It's me, William Heidrich.
No way.
Yes.
The Will man?
From high school.
Oh my god, I didn't recognize you.
I can't believe you still remember me.
You look like Jesus Christ.
Wait, hold. Jesus Christ?
Jesus H. Christ.
Jesus H. Christ?
Yes.
He's a middle name?
I think it's Harold.
Harold?
I think
that is an ugly middle name.
That's not important.
Alright, yeah.
What brings you over here, man?
Well, I happen to be in the area.
Of course.
And, I don't know if you recall this, but about like 20 years ago-ish, I sold you my old camera and my old computer. So I was wondering if you still possibly had those in stock?
What was that, a couple months after we graduated?
Yes.
I do still have those.
Really?
I tried to sell them, but never sold, so I just kind of kept them around. They're laying somewhere in storage still.
That's great!
I remember you were in need of money. You had a lot of money problems. How's the financial situation going nowadays?
Not great. I mean, it's been better. That's why I sold those two things to you all those years ago.
So you're wondering if I still have them?
Yeah, some old work has come up. I met this new detective. He's right out there, actually, in the car, but, yeah, we're just gonna need a few things.
What happened to you, man? You used to have, like, a bunch of life. Now you used to be proud of the person you were. You look way darker now.
Larry, come on. I think you're overreacting.
We've been friends since high school, and that hasn't changed, but you used to just be so much more happy. All the stuff, all those crazy stuff we used to get into. Man, but you used to look changed.
All I want is the camera and computer. Please?
We're friends, but those are some vintage items. I don't think I can give them away for free. I'm thinking the camera go for about $300, and the computer about $2,000.
Well, I'm running a little low on money, Larry, to be completely honest with you. It hasn't been good.
As I said earlier, I was never able to sell them, so I decided to keep them out of sentimental value. After so many years, you never called, so I wanted to have a memento.
Don't blame me for that, man. I couldn't pay my phone bills. I didn't have the money to do that.
I still could have found a way to try and reach out to me.
Come on, let's be honest. You would have just made up some crap about how I don't have a job, just like everyone else. That's the exact reason why I had to leave Emily. It's because it's just to make things easier for her.
You left because of how she viewed you, but, I would have never viewed you that way.
Don't even say that. I would be selfish to stay.
You'd also be selfish to leave. We all knew she loved you.
Okay, if that doesn't work, then just let me know if there's anything else I can do. My things.
We change. You need to change. I miss you, man.
Well, can I at least download the files off of my old work computer? You know, I have a USB here. Just in case. So yeah.
Honestly, just take what you need and leave. I don't like seeing you like this, man. Next time you come back as my friend.
You got everything?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Everything's right here.
Where's the computer?
I couldn't get Larry to sell it to me, but at least he let me download the files. I mean, I got everything.
Alright. Let me see this lucky camera you've been talking about.
Alright. Here it is.
Well, there you go. $1 million camera.
It's not the quality of the camera. This camera was the key to getting me a perfect case record back in the day.
Besides when you got fired.
Shut up. It was my father's. He was a photographer, and when he passed, he gave this camera to me.
Anyways, you want to see what I got?
What did you get? What the hell is that thing? Can you be serious? What is wrong with you?
I got it from Target. I thought it was cheap.
Was it cheap?
Yes.
That was cheap?
It was so cheap.
Was it
like
worth the money for that friggin'... What is this, a chicken?
It was like $1.
What's so funny, Sam? This is a case where people are dying, where people are in trouble, and you bought a chicken? Is that what...
Alright. Hand over the USB.
Remember, I'm only giving you this if you talk to NYPD about rehiring me. It could fix my life after all these years of having no job.
As I said, I can talk to some people, but this is probably the best chance you have at getting back into the NYPD.
Holy crap. This guy was bigger than I thought. This organization's like the mafia.
Yeah, nobody knows why they steal and kill. Their motives have always been unclear.
Interesting. You think we can find these suspects and interview them? Secretly, of course.
I don't know. This information's 20 plus years old. It's a long shot.
Yes, but by interviewing the older ones, we should be able to find out the motives of the newer ones.
Well, that could work, but I don't know how the NYPD would feel about you doing this.
You're right. Going behind people's backs is extremely risky. If they find out, I may be out of a job.
Then let me interview the suspects. I don't have any association with the police department anymore.
Don't you want a job back at the NYPD, though?
Once we're able to formulate a case, I doubt they'll be questioning how we got the evidence. It's such a minor part of the case, they're going to be focusing on the much bigger stuff.
Okay, so how do we start?
We work our way up, gather evidence, and hopefully it'll lead us to the big guy in the mask.
Do you really expect these guys to be friendly? You're really gonna have to learn to defend yourself.
I know how to take a couple of hits, trust me, kid. Oh. What the hell was that?
That was a hit!
It wasn't a hit, that was like a death hit! Jesus Christ, my nose!
I used to take boxing lessons as a kid. I don't think I'm as good as I used to be, but I'm sure I can teach you the basics. So 1, this is a 2. If you ever want to throw a hook, this is a 3.
Trust me, I know the basics. I know how to throw a punch, just like that.
Yeah, this is how you jab. Anyways, let's practice. Come on, do better than that. Come on, put some effort into it. More. Keep going. You're getting there. Yes. Throw a hook. Yeah. everything seems to lead to this guy named Alex Indell. I cannot seem to find him anywhere in New York.
I mean, he probably fled. All the Scarrow robberies are in central Manhattan. He probably abandoned the system to throw detectives like us off the scent.
He probably moved east to New England.
I doubt he'd go up towards Massachusetts. Boston PD would be all over his ass. Trust me, I graduated there, so I know. Top of my class, by the way. Not to brag, but...
Maybe Pennsylvania?
That sounds about right.
There were 3 robberies in Pennsylvania, but he hasn't done it in 3 months, and they all involved a man in a skeleton mask.
He's probably going into retirement. See if any large houses or mansions were sold in that general area. I mean, it's possible.
There is one here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. One second. I'm gonna look at the realtor's website. It wasn't sold to Alex Indell at all. It was sold to a man named Jim Warren.
Jim Warren. I know that name. Wait. Look on the file.
Holy crap!
That's Alex's undercover identity. He legally changed his name.
Where'd you get all this information again?
The last guy I interviewed told me something about this. All I got out of that was that Alex Indell changed his name to Jim Warren. I mean, that's all I can recall.
Looks like you're going to Bethlehem.
Looks like it.
Wait, Will. Are you sure you don't need help with this? This is the big guy behind everything. I'm sure he's expecting you.
Well, then I guess I'll have to make an entrance that he won't forget.
Hello, Mr. Indell. Do you mind if I ask a few questions? It's for a little documentary I'm working on. Yeah. Mr. Indell, you okay? Mr. Indell? Hey, Mr. Indell.
I'm afraid now isn't the best time to talk, my friend. I'm currently monitoring the construction workers working on that very home.
I assume that's gonna be your home, Mr. Indell.
Please, just call me Alex. Never been too fond of that last name.
Well, Alex, if I could just have a moment of your time to ask you some simple questions. I'm not here to accuse you of anything at all, I promise. Okay? I promise.
Let me ask you this. Are you associated with any PDs? Any detective units? Or are you just a random civilian questioning my dark past?
Listen, I'm just here to ask you some questions about your past. I told you I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. Please. I think it would be best for both of us.
It's funny. My wife is expecting a master bedroom. My kids are expecting a wonderful playroom. And after all this hard work, I can finally give them what they truly deserve with this house.
That's lovely, Mr. Indell. You seem to be a changed man. And I'm all for it, but I just gotta ask, when were you sentenced?
I was sentenced years and years ago. I try not to think about that cell. All the prisoners spitting on my shoes, taunting me and calling me names, just for wearing a mask.
When was the day you were released from that prison?
I was never released. A breakout plan was formed, and I ran from the records, from the authorities, and from it all.
So you didn't serve your sentence?
I just wanted to do right and start a new life.
No, let me just... How did you get the money to even afford this house construction? It's just... I don't understand.
After I escaped, I helped file some taxes.
I've researched myself the average pay rate, yearly pay rate, for a tax filer like you, and it doesn't even come close to a price of a beautiful house like that, so... I'm sorry, I gotta ask this, but is there something you're not telling me, Mr. Rendell?
Alright, your little documentary's over. I think it's time for you to go.
I thought you were just having a conversation. But I guess if you're going down that road, you really want to do this in front of the construction guys up there?
I guess you're damn lucky they're off duty.
What is this? Who is Operative 1? Who is it?
I'm afraid I can't share that information. You've done it! You've found the leader of Skero! Go ahead, finish me, and gain your justice.
You're gonna be answering to your superiors for all that you've done. Don't get cocky with me. I am the one who has you at gunpoint.
I was truly expecting you this entire time. You seriously didn't think other Skero operatives didn't call you in after you interrogated them? You need to get far better at this part of the job. Now please, put yourself at ease.
Why should I?
Because, my friend, I will not allow you to leave this world without me. If I'm leaving, you're coming with me. In Skero shall strive.
No. I need a Tylenol or something. I'm gonna pass out, man.
This way, come on. How did you drive here? Holy crap.
I pushed through it. I could do it. It's just when I stand, it makes me really, really lightheaded.
Come on, lay down.
Okay.
Take these.
Is this Tylenol?
Yeah, yes, Tylenol. It'll help the pain.
Thank you.
Of course. Will, I'm just gonna take your blood oxygen, is that okay? Will, I'm gonna need you to take off your sweatshirt, please, just so I can do this right.
Yep. Okay, I got it.
I've got this right here. Put your arm through this, please. Thank you. And just tighten it.
What is this?
It's a blood oxygen machine. It calculates your blood oxygen levels to make sure you're alright.
Wow.
Just get this thing working. Alright.
I'm freaking out, Sam.
Clearly, your blood oxygen is way too low. You need to calm down.
I know.
Well, can you move your feet, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to talk. So, what happened?
I interviewed him and he had a bomb strapped to his chest. He tried to take me with him, but that didn't work out for him.
Did he die?
Yes, he did. He was blown away, and so was a wood section of Bethlehem. You know, it's probably a sacrifice for Scarrow in some way or another.
So what information did you get?
Alex Sandell wasn't the man in charge. There's an operative one. There's one rank higher.
So Alex Sandell isn't in charge of Scarrow?
I'm afraid not.
We'll figure this out later. Let me get into the shower. You'll feel better. Good job, Will.
Oh.
Hey, come on.
Oh, thank you.
Get you cleaned up.
Good evening, Manhattan. I hope each and every one of you have had a wonderful day. Hope is a factor we search for our whole lives, and some days it can be hard to navigate. Today is unfortunately one of those days. This afternoon around 1:45, tragedy struck in Pennsylvania. An armed bomb was planted in a wooded section of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Locals around the area are beginning to panic. Sadly, but also
oh my God, Will, are you seeing this?
There was only one major casualty.
They're blaming you for Alex's death.
They got it on recording? I didn't even see any surveillance cameras.
The way this footage was taken, it looks like you were the one who planted the bomb.
I didn't! It was his!
The armed bomb has been identified as William Hydrich. a former detective of the New York Police Department. His motives at the time are clear.
Will, your last name's Heidrich?
A warning?
Shit. How could they figure out it was me?
Will, were you married to Emily Mack Heidrich?
She was my wife. I wish I got all the time that I missed back. I miss her so much.
My name is Samuel Heidrich. My mother's name is Emily Heidrich. Wait a minute, Will. Are you my father?
Holy crap! You're my son!
Dad!
It's been so long. Your mother was the toughest person I ever met. Who else could spend hours in a hospital doing what she does?
She was extremely dedicated to being a nurse. It was like her passion.
I love that about her. She was always so dedicated and so focused. And to be completely honest with you, I think that's why we fell in love.
How so were you dedicated?
I graduated top of my class back in Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, look. I think that's what your mother loved about me, that I was so passionate about being a detective. I mean, I wanted to do it ever since I was a little kid in my childhood.
How did you and Mom meet?
I remember exactly how we met. It was a blind date. My father took us to Times Square. He drove us to Times Square, and we spent the whole night there together, and around 9:45 I made my move, and I kissed her. And she kissed me back, and we had the best night. We had the best time together, and I think, you know, it's when I realized that she was the one for me.
Then what happened?
Yeah, I mean, we got married fairly quickly, and we moved into this apartment that we're in right now.
Why'd you leave her, though? What was the reason you could have possibly had for leaving for over 20 years?
It was my decision to leave. After I got fired by Police Commissioner Timmond, I left her because I didn't want her to financially cover me on everything, and I just felt bad. I promised her that I would come back, and I'd call her every single day.
Did you call her?
Of course I did. I called her every single day. And every single day was such an improvement. She would talk about how far along she was with the pregnancy and how excited she was to have you, and...
How are you doing compared to that?
Shitty. I was in and out of motels and everything. I was very lousy. But the important thing to me was that she was happy. I was so happy to see her again. The 9th month came of her pregnancy. I was expecting a call for me to drive her to the hospital, of course, and of course I was excited to see you and her again, but
You were there for my birth?
I never got a call. I started thinking to myself that your mother is probably doing better without me, that she's probably succeeding much better without me around, pushing her down. So I decided, you know, maybe I should just leave.
That was not at all the case. She talked about you so much, Dad. She missed you more than anything.
If you love someone, even though it's really hard, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do and you gotta let them go. But from that day forward, I disabled my phone and I went on myself. And it was very, very difficult being by myself, but I pushed through it and I'm used to it now.
Once I get you that job and we finish this case, we could finally get the father and son bonding time that we've missed for all these years.
I'd love that. You know, you gave me hope, Sam. And to be completely honest with you, I didn't know how much of that I had left.
She really loved you, Dad.
And I still love her.
Let's get some sleep. Don't worry about the security tape in the news. We can get through it together, I promise. It's the police.
What do they want?
They want us to go there and talk to them.
can't believe I have 2 fugitives sitting in my office. I'm sure you guys keep up with the media. It shows William Heidrich going up to a wooded area near Pennsylvania, killing a man, cold-blooded.
How do you know that he was the one carrying the bomb?
In the tape, Will approached the man. The man never approached Will. It must have been for revenge.
Well, where was that video taken? I mean, there's no cameras located in the woods. How is that even possible?
It may have been public footage belonging to the witness.
Public footage? It's impossible.
I get sent the evidence and I judge it myself. It doesn't matter if it's important or not, alright?
That man I questioned, Alex Indell, he was the former leader of the terrorist group known as Scarrow, and he moved to that poor little town to cover his tracks.
If a man escapes prison, is it still legal to kill him?
He didn't mean to kill him. It was for our case. We needed answers.
You're more cooperative than your own man over here. What a shocker. What is your name, son?
My name is Samuel Heidrich. I work in the detectives unit. You may remember me from the office gathering a couple years back.
Oh, I remember you, alright. What a shocker. The son of William Heidrich is doing a better job than he ever did.
So I think it's a team effort. This is a new case we've been working on. Really couldn't have happened without this intel.
Show me this intel. I demand to see the case you two have been stirring up.
Is that really necessary to...
You are a threat. I make the decisions from here on out. How was all this information acquired? I doubt you guys had direct orders to go in here and trespass all of these people's property. And especially, kill a man.
We were trying to...
Yeah. Restoring justice. I heard it once, I heard it a million times. The evidence you collected was obtained illegally. When it comes down to the courtroom, Scarrow is the one to strive.
No, wait, just let me explain.
You both are lucky you aren't in cells right now. If this was deemed a public threat, you would stand no chance.
We're sorry.
Get out of my office and drop that damn case!
Thank God he let us off the hook. I thought we were really screwed there.
Yeah. Don't be so happy. Tim was probably just saying that. To him, we're still fugitives.
Good evening, Manhattan. Time has passed since the recent attacks in Bethlehem. The situation has now escalated with public speakers calling William Heidrich a so-called fugitive. Commissioner Timmond has made a public statement that he's recently spoken to William Heidrich and that the situation has now been neutralized. William Heidrich's court date will be formally announced in the next upcoming months. The media has not taken kindly to the attacks, and various individuals all over the country have sent and developed hateful online videos and trends to show their hatred for Heidrich. We would just like to tell our viewers that we do not acknowledge any of the actions done by the media. A warning to you that you might find these posts disturbing.
This is terrible for the country. How could someone do this?
Will Heidrich should rot in hell!
John Stitch here. I think William Heidrich should rot in hell.
I hate William Heidrich.
William Heidrich needs to be locked up!
William Heidrich is a threat to the nation. I mean, God knows what he's been up to since the bombing, but it seems to be nowhere near good. Like, he could be transferring narcotics or even be affiliated with a gang. I don't know. All I do know is that this man, this menace, needs to be locked up.
Very sad and fearful stuff. Good night, Manhattan. From all of us here at News 15.
People are animals. I don't think we should go outside much anymore. The threats could be still after us.
This is crazy. They're a bunch of savages. They saw one news broadcast, and now they all automatically think I'm a fugitive.
Want to watch a movie to clear our minds?
Sure. What's on?
What is this? Infected? What is with the glitching?
That buzz cut does not fit that kid.
You're never gonna make it. You're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same.
Is it just you, or does that kid look really familiar? Like, is he like a popular actor or something? I don't know.
Yes! Okay, this is gonna be a big one. Get ready, Jim. It's so fun. So glad I got us this.
Dad, that looks like your sweatshirt.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I really hope that one dies. Oh! Oh! You just hit in the head! Oh! Ooh.
Jason Extras. Your time.
Is that a heart monitor or a freaking Chromebook? Damn, this is some intense action.
Mom! Get back! No! Sir,
I'm
please!
loving this.
Give me I understand! Killing innocents. You deserve this. You deserve this.
I'm sorry, but that suit is
When I
terrible.
say it, I mean...
Did you see that punch? I swear to God, the editor sped that up. That looked ridiculous. Oh, this is the most. Oh my God. You know, I'm even embarrassed for the parents of this kid. It's an awful movie.
I have had enough of this. Dad, wake up.
What?
It's Timmond. He wants us back at the station immediately.
I mean, alright.
He said he has to run a few tests to make sure that his decision to let us go is final.
Okay.
Welcome back, gentlemen. Do you have any idea why I brought you in today?
Did we do something wrong? You let us off the hook.
This time, I've uncovered something. It's important info about Sam.
I'm sorry, what?
You two are so screwed already? Let me ask. Is this your father?
Why the hell wouldn't I be? His life is literally what I left behind.
So you've never done a blood test to prove it, right? Luckily, I got doctors downstairs.
So you want samples to find out if we are related? We obviously are. So what's the point?
You two are fugitives, for God's sake. I need that blood sample.
Fine. I guess. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll be back with the results as soon as possible. Detectives. Detectives! Sorry. The results are in. Will, you might want to look at this first.
Did we stay overnight? How long did it take to get these results?
I believe like 8 hours.
Wow.
People at the lab take a while.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna check these out. I'll see what, you know. Timmond? What the hell is this?
Sam, what the hell are you doing? You can't have a gun in here. Put the gun down, and we can talk about this.
If you give us the room, I'll put it down.
If I give you the room, you put it down?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, Dad, we don't have much time.
Sam, what the hell is this? Please tell me this is fake.
What? What is it?
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you Samuel Heidrich?
Why the hell wouldn't I be? Dad, it's me.
The blood tests. You are a liar. Chief Timmons found this on you.
What is going on? This is ridiculous. Let's get out of here.
You think you're my son? You just pulled a gun on me!
Look, he made me do it.
No, he didn't. Stop covering everything up. Everything you've led me to believe is all bullshit!
I'm as clueless as you right now.
How do I know you're not working for Scarrow or something? How do I know that you're not just using me for the information I possess?
Are you listening to yourself right now? We need to focus on this case.
You know what? Screw this damn case. I thought me and you had something, but it turns out that's all bullshit too.
I cannot believe that you are the man Emily married. You are an overthinking and selfish piece of shit.
Frankly, I don't even know who the hell you are. You know what? You're probably just a fraud. You take someone who's lost almost everything in his whole goddamn life, and everyone in his whole goddamn life. You just try to manipulate me to get information. This was never about us. It was about the damn case.
Shut up!
You know what? Where is my real son? You know, he's probably gone too, because that just seems to be what my life is. You know, every time I try to keep going in life, every time I keep trying to succeed, life just hits me in the face and begs that I don't get back up.
Emily Mac Heidrich is my mother. I am not a fraud.
You want to promise me? Then by all means promise me. Give Chief Timmon another sample of your blood and see what the results are for yourself.
I am Emily Heidrich's son. I had a life in that apartment, a life that you took away.
If you say her name one more goddamn time, I'm gonna lose it. You aren't family, you're nothing to me at all. Nothing.
You overthink way too much. This is why Mama left you.
I left her because I had to. Because I had to. And you know nothing about that because you're not even my family.
Get the hell off of me.
You, even when you were outed, you didn't own up to it. Selfish piece of shit.
I am Samuel Heidrich.
Shut up! You son of a bitch! Ah! Son of a bitch!
No. No. This isn't real. You're just another fraud. You're right, William. I'm not you. I'm just a version of who you may become. Listen, I don't have time for this right now. This isn't real. This is all some sort of nightmare. Just please let me go. I'm dealing with something right now. Can't you tell? Heydrich, I'm not here to hurt you, kill you, or even torture you. I'm simply here to warn you. I'm not one of their kind. I don't have bad intentions. I'm not a bad person. What the hell? What is this? Just tell me! You may as well be. You keep letting your insecurities get the absolute best of you, and it's just making us look weak. What's your point? I don't harm people. I'm not a bad person. What you see right before you is what you will become if you don't listen to me. You keep letting these insecurities reign all over you, you will start reigning the city of Manhattan. You will rain fear. You will bring terror. You'll take on the mask, because just like them, you have nothing left to lose. I would never join their kind. I don't harm people. Then why did you leave your poor little son Sam, huh? Where is he? He's not my son. Blood tests don't lie. Blood tests. He's a fraud, just like you. Just like you. True, but unfortunate. You wouldn't want Sam to have the same fate as, I don't know, Emily or your father, would you? Shut up, or I'm gonna break your face. I swear to God, I'll do it. No, I insist. Break my frickin' face. Punch me in the goddamn face and let out all that frustration, all that rage, all that anger. Come on, Will. Come on. Punch me in the face. Very good. Now, if I were to start bleeding, would that blood change anything about who I am as a person? Would it? What about your blood? We share the same blood, the same genes, the same DNA, but does it change a single thing about who you are as a person or as a human being? No, it doesn't. So why are you gonna let a stupid blood test decide if that's your real son? Listen, because I don't want to be judged for believing such a crazy thing again. Insecurities, major insecurities. Your biggest fear is how people in this world will view you. Mentally and physically. I hate to say this, but you're right. I should figure out who Sam really is. I mean, he did have some sort of relationship with Emily, and we both know something weird is going on with Sam. I mean, what we felt is unreal. We haven't felt that way since Emily. I mean, it's been the greatest week of our life alone. Maybe you should stop being so much of a detective, and maybe you should start being more of a father. We should start being more of a father. I do feel something. My wife, Emily, the way she hugged us, the way she kissed us, it made all our worries go away. Would you want her to be looking down, upset about how you ran away? Or do you want to be the man that she remembered and fight back? You thought that she would view you differently just because you don't have a job, that you're unemployed. But that's not true. She just wanted to be with you, because that's what love is about. And it's the same thing with your father. You didn't take his last words of advice because you thought it was going to be some nonsense about how you're not a photographer like him. You let all these fears in your mind run loose, and you can't control them. It's time to be a father. It's time to be the man they both would have wanted. Do it for Sam. They died because of my fears. I let them die. And I regret every second. You can't fix the past, but maybe, just maybe you can fix your future. What if he's not really my son? You know, in any way. What if he's just actually a fraud? Will, we both know he's our son. He is our son. All it takes is some detective work. I won't let these insecurities drag me down anymore. I'll fight them.
What the hell happened here? They all just stormed out, pissed off. Oh shit, Sam! You still have a pulse. Oh shit, where's the smelling salt? Come on, man. Come on. Sam? Sam? Son, take it easy.
My
Take
head
it easy, son.
hurts.
Take it easy.
I
Sam, listen, it's okay.
I can't get up. I can't get up.
Sam, what happened?
Will beat the crap out of me. My own father bashed my head against the floor.
I don't want to ruin this moment, but I somewhat know his reaction. You faked being his son.
What are you talking about? I'm still so confused.
Have you read the file yet? I can confirm that the tests are 100% accurate.
How is this even possible? I am his son, I swear.
Stop bullshitting. Your last name is not Heidrich. Never was, and never will be.
How do you even know all of this?
I had my suspicions that something was off. It seems that my hunch was right.
Anyways, why on earth did you force me to put a gun on his head?
Now, we're getting to the fun part.
I should have never put my hands on that goddamn gun. I knew that you were a bullshit commissioner.
Come on! Stop being a baby! That gun wasn't even loaded. It's a training gun.
Still, you made me do it.
There's a fine line in detective work. Once you get assigned a certain evidence with a certain damn case, you start doing some snooping around. Let me tell you, once you snoop, you realize it's not only illegal, but it's dangerous.
We found that there is a head leader of Scarrow, but you seem more infatuated with ruining me and Will's lives.
Alright, Sam. Who is the head operative of Scarrow? I don't think you have any idea. Tell me who it is.
We believe it is someone who is able to cover this all up. Someone who is able to get involved only when he or she needs to.
You two gentlemen are not detectives. Beating up Jim Warren, or sorry, should I say Alex and Dell. You going after past and current Scarrow members without any jurisdiction warrant. You, the definition of a criminal.
Tell me, how do you know everything?
I'm the eyes behind everything. The eyes behind it all.
How are you related to all of this?
Because I am it. I am Scarrow!
Wait, what?
Look in my eyes. Look at my eyes! The eyes that have seen too much, and ears that have heard too much. Why do you think I'm exposed to all this?
Why on earth would you do this? How many people Scarrow have hurt? All because of you.
Well, I realized how dark this world can be, and how dark it really is. And I realized, throughout the years, I have helped many, many lives as commissioner. All to be spat in the face! Scarrow brought me in with open arms.
I understand where you're coming from. Scarrow believes in equality. But why hurt so many people in search for equality?
Because fear opens the eyes to the world. Fear makes them realize what is there. Fear is the best persuasion tactic made by man.
You're crazy! You support the killing of innocent people only for your benefit.
You're not getting the bigger picture. Scarrow was made for people who have no benefits. The homeless and the poor. No equality in their lives. Scarrow is the symbol of equality. We are a movement around the whole world. Hundreds of head operatives around the world. While the rich and privileged are getting the respect they deserve, the lower class is being mocked! 20 years of robbery go a long way. But it's fine. We have acquired $500 million. Yeah, $500 million. But it's fine. All those lives are worth the benefit.
You are a madman. You're making all your money off of spilled blood.
I am barely getting by with my commissioner job. With this gig, the poor and hungry are luxurious and free.
This is wrong. Why can't you just protest instead of doing it in this wrong way?
Because protests never get the recognition they deserve. Once you start showing the government physical harm, then, only then, they will listen.
Show what exactly?
The consequences of not believing in our idea of equality.
Well, I wish you luck. Because I got everything you just said on record. You better lawyer up, buddy.
I'm the commissioner, my friend. I have the ability to cover everything up. I'll be honest, you two make a great team, but you started snooping where you weren't supposed to.
I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for all of that.
You can't leave. There's a reason why I brought you here. A reason why I gave you the gun, the distraction, and the blood tests.
What is the reason?
I tried to get you off the scent. You should have taken my advice and stopped. But you've gone too far, and I can't let you go public.
What are you gonna...
Will is already as good as dead. I just have to finish you off.
In your office? I thought you had this whole thing planned out.
No. I'm gonna take you to an old location where nobody will hear you scream.
You can try.
Oh, I will. Stand still, stand still, stand still! Get some rest and think about your life. This will be the last time you'll ever get to do so. Hytrich is located at Crosby Street. Go find him.
Do you want him alive, sir?
No. No, I don't.
Samuel, this writing brings nothing but the truth. I've kept a secret from you ever since you were little, and by the time you read this, you will know. You are the only person who has been there for me during the struggles of my life. I've never seen such a dedication in the pursuit of helping a mother. Even though you never met him, you are just like your father. Funny, bold, brave, and smart. Your father was the love of my life, and right after our engagement, we became even closer. We eventually decided we wanted to have a baby. The thought of raising a child with your father just brightened my day. After 7 months, your father and I grew more excited by the minute. Unfortunately, the excitement did not last for long. NYPD laid off your father, and I still do not know the reasoning behind it. Obviously, the financial reasons behind it caused a temporary separation between me and your father. I secretly wanted him to stay, but for the first time, he demanded to leave. My guess is that he felt like he did not want me to do all the work. We stayed in touch through our flip phones, but I still could tell he was struggling. I was always the one to call your father since he never called me. Even though he was independent at that time, I still loved him. When the 9th month came of my pregnancy, I was getting ready to call your father. That would have been the first day we met in almost 3 months. The smile on my face suddenly turned into a frown when I realized the terrible truth. Countless tests took place, and the doctors realized that the baby wasn't going to make it. At that moment, I put down the phone and began to cry. Me and Dad's baby passed away later that day. Neither of us ever got to see him. And I realized that I could never call your father after this awful news. As more months passed, I grew depressed and anxious to see your father again. And the only issue was that every time I called, there was no answer. I never heard from him again. And at that moment, I looked for a way to enjoy this lonely world. I went to an adoption center and found you, Samuel Hydrich. I just know that if your father got to meet you, he would love the man you turned out to be.
Sam, I've never felt so alone. Just these past few hours, I've felt something missing from my life. I've made mistakes like this before with my father and even your mother. But I'm not letting my insecurities kill me this time. You are my son. It doesn't matter if the blood tests aren't the same. I still want to be there for you every second of the day. As a father. You might have been adopted, but it doesn't feel that way. Because I know deep down you are family. Hate me or love me, I'm always going to stick by you. I yelled because I was afraid about how I would have been judged. It was purely the past trauma getting to my head. I know I sound like a screw-up, but I still have the one thing in my life that gives me purpose. You. And we both know if Emily, well, your mother, was still here, she would be so proud of the man you turned out to be.
I'm in the perimeter of the fugitive, William Highchurch. I'm about to eliminate the target. From this day forward, we will no longer have any obstacles on our path. Scarra will strive. William Highchurch has been eliminated.
of all the days you decide to kill me, you picked today.
The plan was to take you out when you least expect it.
Here's a little lesson about me. I expect everything, even the unexpected.
Unhand me.
Here's your final fun fact of the day. You're done, motherfucker.
Go ahead. Kill me, you psycho.
I'm not gonna kill you. I just need something from you first. Go on that walkie-talkie and ask Operative 1, or should I say Commissioner Timmond, where he's putting Sam's body.
I don't have to listen to you.
Not before, but now I'm pretty sure you do.
Alright. Operative 1, where are you bringing Sam?
Why do you require this information?
Tell him it's so you can position our bodies far away from each other. He'll believe that.
It's so I know how far away to position the body of William. We can't have Sam and William's bodies too close.
As you wish, I am taking Sam to Utica and positioning him at the old Scarrow base.
Thanks, boss. Over and out.
Now I need one final thing from you. Where is the old Scarrow base?
I gave you enough.
I need everything. Do not test me!
It's out of the city. It used to be in an old prep school called the Extras Prep Academy.
Shit, I know exactly where that is. My father almost sent me there years ago.
You aren't gonna get out of this alive.
I can damn well try, though. You might want to clean up your face a little. It looks a little gross. Yeah. Right.
Today is your last day, Sam. Time to say goodbye. Where am I? Wipe up the blood, Sam. We're gonna need room for a lot more.
Let me out of these now!
I already told you, Sam. You're gonna go down just as easy as your fake father.
What are you doing to this building? What are those bombs for?
Just a backup measure. Just in case things don't go according to plan.
Why'd you take me here to die?
It's just so peaceful here. It used to be school, and then Scarrow's headquarters. I think it would just be a great place to finish you off.
You took me back to your original headquarters to kill me?
I like to finish things off before I start them. I knew you weren't dead. I knew I could kill off the master.
Give me back my son.
I thought we'd been over this. He's nothing to you.
He is, though. The truth is, Sam's adopted.
Wow, what a twist. How does that make you feel, buddy?
At first I overreacted at what people would think for me believing such a crazy lie like that. But now I just see that it's my insecurities getting in the way.
You want to go find yourself? That's great. I found myself with Scarrow.
It's wrong, Liam. We both know it.
Sometimes, when something isn't good, it's good for your own benefits.
All those innocent people died for your benefit.
For my benefit. Under me, Scarrow will strive.
Let me and him off the hook, and I'll drop all of this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You've jeopardized this case way too far.
This is your final warning.
I've been expecting you. That's why I loaded this building filled with explosives.
I'm gonna need that.
This is a wasn't about you. You can't have everything you want. Now I start to see all these insecurities.
Shut up!
You know your wife, Emily? She came to the station a few years ago. Anxious, worried about you.
Be careful with the next thing you say.
That's when I found out she had any relation to you. I couldn't let any information about Scarrow come up.
What do you mean?
Oh, Will. You're so naive. This is why I had to clear up any witnesses of Scarrow. I'm gonna let you in a little secret. I killed Emily. And I made sure no one ever found out. I covered it so well.
Son of a bitch! Oh. You took her away from me!
Back up. Look at the cameras around you, Will. 2-time committed fugitive. If you kill me, poor helpless commissioner, how's that gonna look? If I press this button, the whole building will go boom.
You wouldn't do that.
I have to do what I have to do. It won't matter. The cameras pick up a fugitive killing a defenseless commissioner.
Why don't you try while you can?
William! Come out, wherever you are! Alright, how about this? How about I make an offer? I drop all my weapons, but in return, you give me the detonator. Will, you're being foolish, man. Either way, you're gonna die. The question remains, do you want to be framed for another bombing as you die in the rubble? Or do you want to die a noble death?
There's no way in hell you're gonna finish me off.
There's nothing on me. If anybody's gonna get framed for this place going up in flames, it's gonna be you.
You know, you should have chosen your words more carefully. I have everything you said on recording.
Smooth, Hydrich. Very, very smooth. Get down! Get down! William? have stayed out of this. Emily always had to die. You jeopardized the lives of the people you love just for a damn case!
The innocent people Scarrow terrorized are dead! How does that feel in your conscience, you selfless piece of shit?
I have no empathy. I have no emotions. You just get in the damn way. I have to do what I have to do for the greater good of Scarrow. Once I'm done with you, I'll be done with Sam too. You've been a cocky son of a bitch ever since you walked in my office. Look at us now, fighting to the death.
Let go of me now. Scarrow's changed you into something you're not.
They opened my eyes to this terrible world. They're trying to make everyone equal. You got anything else to say?
Go to hell, Liam!
Scarrow shall strive.
Sam, I overreacted a huge amount. I know there's no apology I can give that can make it up to you, but I mean this when I say it. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Mom would be so proud. Sam, the truth is, you're adopted. But I know in my heart that you're my son. I feel it. You are my son.
I'm so proud to call you my father. But what are we gonna do about him? When the police arrive, they're just gonna see a knocked out chief.
Not exactly. Let's just say I have some evidence this time.
I guess I know what Mom meant now. You really are the best of the best.
You should head back to the apartment. I think it's time you read that letter Mom wrote for you.
But what about all this?
I'll take care of it. You head on back. Also, when you go home, the police might be there. You know, reported gunshots and crazy stuff like that.
Nothing out of the usual. We've dealt with worse.
Sam, when you read that letter, I want you to know that everything in there is from the heart.
I'm sure it is.
Good evening, Manhattan. Shocking revelations were revealed today. It turns out that the supposed fugitive William Hydridge is no longer guilty, as information has surfaced. The criminal organization Scarrow, which has been terrorizing Manhattan for over 20 years, has been put to a much-needed end. An unknown user on the platform Twitter has released audio recordings of Commissioner Timmond admitting that he was connected to the bombing in Bethlehem. Not only were these audio clips released, but police Commissioner Timmond has been revealed as the secret head operative of Scarrow. He is currently in the holding cells of the New York Police Department, and he shall remain there until his court date is revealed. You are all probably wondering, what happened to William Hydridge? It appears he is off the hook, and he is only facing minor charges for not operating investigations with a warrant or any jurisdiction. We are glad this mystery and confusion has finally been put to an end, and now we can all finally go to sleep, knowing that Scarrow's corruption is over. Good night, Manhattan. From all of us here at News 15.
Excuse me, sir. These came in the mail for you.
Thank you.
And former Detective Hydrich is here for you from the other precinct.
Hi, Liam. It's good to see you.
Why are you here? Aren't you and your fraud son in the detectives unit?
Sam is, but I educate younger detectives now.
Do you bash your student's head on the floor too?
You think that's funny? You think it's funny? Well, you understand that you're going to be locked away for a long time.
It's alright. The conditions here, the jail cell, sometimes way better than the outside world. It's alright. I mean, it was alright. Scarrow could have changed that.
Scarrow is dead. Open your gifts, but remember you're being monitored.
You came all this way to see me open my gifts?
No, they brought me in because I was a former detective, and they wanted me to investigate the suspicious package.
How sweet to see your good old boss. You'll never guess what's inside. Life is like a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you're gonna get from Mom.
What the hell is that?
Listen, Commissioner, we don't have much time. There's a way to get you out of here and away from all this. You can call me V.
How?
When the time is right, I will explain everything, but for now, you'll just have to trust me. I'll be in touch.
This is not funny! Liam, you're gonna be locked away for a long time. You understand that, right? What the hell are you doing? Liam!